Yo, what is up, guys? Gorgon Freeman, and I'm back again. And I know. I said I wouldn't be gone this long, but some really horrible things have happened in the last week or so. I've been really friggin' sick, had a loss in the family, but that has now come and gone, and it's time to get back on the horse. And I'm bringing on you a little bit of Gears of War 3. Some TDM on checkout, just playing with a bunch of friends. Got this a little while ago. It's good gameplay. Whatever. Not really want to talking about that yet. But yeah, been gone a little bit, and I know I keep making this promise of I'm going to come back and stay, but like I had told you before, I was really sick for the last couple of weeks, and lost in the family, and but I'm back, and you know you're happy. You get your favorite YouTuber bringing you all your favorite content, and my sweet, sweet voice. You know you missed it. Don't lie. Why are you lying to me? Please stop lying. Anyway. But yeah, it's been a weird couple of weeks. Just been lounging around, playing a lot of Borderlands 2. So that game is friggin' excellent. I actually do plan to do a Let's Play when the Mechromancer DLC drops, because, let's face it, you've probably seen all the other characters go by. Let's get the new one. That's going to be a lot of fun. I know it's been labeled as the quote-unquote girlfriend character, and from what I've seen, I can totally see why they labeled it as such, with all the bullet ricochets and whatnot that you can get, and all the stupid buffs and everything. But it's kind of cool, you know. I like the fact that they're going to bring in another character. That's a fresh idea to Borderlands, and you know, I don't may not need it per se, especially since we know there's the season pass already that gives you 4 DLCs. And I remember reading somewhere that there's going to be more than just the 4 DLCs in the season pass, which all of them in the season pass are set to launch by June of next year. So, you know, it seems like it's going to be kind of fast, considering Borderlands 1 had 4 DLCs that launched over, I believe, the course of almost 3 years. Actually, I'm sorry, it definitely wasn't 3 years. They all launched within like the first year and a half to 2 years, but the game had a 3-year lifespan. And I'm sure it actually still has plenty of people on it, considering not everyone was able to buy the new one, and they love the series. But to all those who haven't gotten it yet, you're missing out. It's a lot of fun. They improved pretty much everything that was wrong with the first game. We know I'm not going to go into specifics on anything. I also don't want to reveal any spoilers for those who haven't beaten it yet, like myself. So please, no spoilers in the comments, guys. It's much better. They did a very good job of putting that game together, and you know, I've always had a lot of fun with the game. You know, we went through it pretty fast in the last game, and I didn't really make any other characters, but this one I already have one of each. I generally, you know, like my main guy is my Siren. I absolutely love the character. So it's the way I have my mind set up, particularly at the moment, is I set down the medic tree so I can do things like when people go down, I can use my ability to revive them, and that makes going into a huge battle, like a boss fight that's really tough, and makes that go by a lot easier, because you don't have to worry about everyone being down for a long time and worry about who's going to get picked up and whatnot. I mean, generally, as long as I stay up, we seem to do pretty well. I mean, every once in a while we'll lose a guy here or there, but you know, it's not the end of the world. But yeah, what else has been going on? I guess I can't really say a lot. It's been, you know, I've just been doing my thing, playing some video games, blah blah blah. I haven't really been doing too much recording, but you know, I still have a couple of gameplays in the old hard drive, so that's pretty exciting. Actually, I want to talk about the fact that I'm going to be posting a lot of Halo content probably in the coming weeks, with Halo 4 really, you know, just around the corner. I'm really excited for that game. Halo's always had a place in my heart. You know, I used to play Halo 2 with my buddy way back in the day on the original Xbox. We'd all, you know, get a bunch of, like, his brother and his cousins. We'd all get together and just, like, run around on... I can never remember the map, but it was just kind of floating in the air, and you had the super bounce where you can get on top of the map, which was something else. I used to love doing that. We haven't seen something like that in Halo in a long time, but man, I just remember the days of just sitting in that little corner, jumping off the rail and go flying into the air. I'd take the sniper up there and start making everyone mad. Or I'd grab the shotgun and piss people off. That was always pretty, fun. I used to get bashed all the time for running around with the shotgun in Halo, and I mean, look at me now. I play Gears of War. That's if you're not running around with the National, you're not a pro. So I've always been a fan of shotguns in games. Something about getting in someone's face and just splat. Yes, I love that spot. But yeah, Halo 4. Wow, they changed some things with that game. They added like a whole new enemy that's not the Flood, thank God, because I hated the Flood, and I'm really hoping that they won't make an appearance in the story. I know there's some kind of multiplayer game type that involves them. I don't really have any details on it because I haven't really did a lot of reading into it in a while. But I'm sure it'll be no different than like the Infected game type. It's probably just taking the place of that, if I had to guess. You can watch me choke with the sniper a little bit. Oops. Gotta lock that down. Someone's chainsaw him, you gotta get that headshot. But anyway, Halo 4. Some of the things like the Prometheans or the Forerunners, I'm not really sure on the terminology of that one yet. I've heard them referred to as both. But the weapons that they added with them, I don't know if any of you guys had seen what they do, but like when you pick one up, it like assembles in your hand and it looks like it's like really freaking cool. They also like one of the Promethean weapons is what appears to be a flak cannon, like from Unreal Tournament for those who have played it. Essentially, it's a shotgun that shoots like these pellets that bounce off of crap, and it's going to be interesting to see how that's going to come into play. Along with a couple of the other guns they added, they have one that's like somewhere between the DMR and the battle rifle. I don't have the name of it off the top of my head, but when you're firing it from the hip, it fires a 3-round burst, but when you scope in, it fires a single shot. I think how it works is like when I fire it scoped in, it does the damage of what the 3-round burst was. So it's kind of complicated, but like once you see it, you're like, oh, I get it. I'm just really bad at explaining things, so if you get a second, go look into that really fast. It's really, it's kind of cool. I like it, honestly. And choke. A couple of the other things, like they added like this new pistol that's also a Promethean weapon. You can fire it semi-automatically, or you can hold it down, and it will act like a shotgun. But the thing is, like when you hold it down, it's like a time thing. You can't just release it whenever you want. So like you have to like, if you're gonna do that, you have to like really think about it and like know what you're gonna know the timing. Once people figure that out, it's gonna become a pretty devastating weapon, I feel. But what else? Oh, they brought back the Covenant carbine. That's something we didn't get in Halo Reach. Instead, we had the needle rifle, which it wasn't bad. I like, I'm a big fan of the needler. I like the whole idea of two of the enemies are standing close enough together, you can get the super combine and it'll blow up the both of them. That's, I thought that was always kind of cool. Yeah, but we're gonna get the carbine back, so there's gonna be no reason for the needle rifle. So that's gonna be gone. They have pretty much like all the weapons that you're used to. A few of them aren't gonna be there, but like you still have your plasma pistol, so you can get your noob combo on. Stuff like that. It's just all really exciting to me. This time of the year is, for gamers is like. I guess it's like Christmas. A lot of you get your games then, but like, November is going to be huge. We got Halo 4 and Call of Duty Black Ops 2 coming out. Not going to lie, I'm not as excited for Call of Duty this year. I think Halo 4 coming out has a lot to do with that, and how god-awful Modern Warfare 3 really is also has a lot to do with that. But Treyarch has always made the better Call of Duty, in my opinion. So I have faith in their ability to get this game done. The thing is, I don't know that it'll be as big as it was anymore. Call of Duty, Modern Warfare 3 didn't outsell Black Ops. So, I mean, right there you can see what already might be the decline of Call of Duty. But that being said, we'll have to wait and see because you never know what Call of Duty is going to be like. What else is going on? I think that's all the games that I personally will be getting. that I'm going to talk about at the moment. But yeah, Gears of War Judgment. I want to touch a little bit on that. I've been on the forums for the last few weeks arguing with people, and a lot of people just seem to be approaching this game with blind hatred, and I don't like that. You're getting upset about the crosshairs always being there. You're getting upset about this, that, and the other thing. But you know what? You haven't even played the game. You don't know what it's going to be like. You're making uneducated guesses about all these things. You know what? Hopefully we'll get a beta. Honestly, it would. I really don't want to bash Epic, but they'd be making a very poor decision to not release a beta for this game. I feel like it's the reason why Gears of War 3 was as good as it was. We found the retro hipfire was like the one major thing that comes to mind about Gears of War 3. Just if you remember in the beta, the retro's hipfire was more accurate than actually aiming in because you had no recoil. It just shot straight and you were guaranteed to get at least a person every time. We found stuff like that. The sawed-off's range being too far. People are still whining about the retro and the sawed-off, but really you just need to get over yourselves. Maybe it's time for a new diaper in a bottle, who knows, but you really just need to get over it because, I'll probably get killed for this, but the sawed-off, it takes way more skill than the Gnasher. Deal with it, because it really does. The Gnasher has 8 shots, can one-shot at people, so that's pretty much a guaranteed 8 kills if, you know what you're doing. The sawed-off, you only get 4 rounds, so maybe you'll get 4 kills if you can get away. But generally, you're going to get 1, maybe 2 if you're lucky, or if you have if you can escape situations easily. So, seriously, just get over it. The retro, I understand, because you face a team with the retro, and that can be really hard to escape. I get that. That makes sense. But you know what? It's not. I'm not going to sit there and say the game's terrible because people use the retro lancer. I like the variety in weapons. I think that was one of the best decisions they made. Could they have done the retro a little better? Yeah, I suppose they could have. But I don't think it's the end of the world, honestly. The game plays very well. It's just, for some reason, we don't have the numbers. And I think Gears of War 2 has everything to do with that. But, that could just be me. But, this gameplay's coming to an end. I hope you guys enjoyed. Like I said, I'm going to be posting up a lot of Halo gameplay in the future because I'm really pumped for Halo 4. And like I said, I hope you guys enjoyed. I'll get back at you later. Peace.